Hi, everyone, and welcome to this broadcast of college basketball on 2K Sports. The action doesn't get much better than two of the most dynamic teams in college basketball going at it on the hardwood. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got the Kansas Jayhawks and Texas.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean, the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have, it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level is really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Kansas Jayhawks. Freak, he's in at shooting guard, and it's Terry in at the power forward.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Ellis. Here's Freak. They get a hand on it. Turner with the steal. Lee against Edwards. Kicks to Turner. Ellis outside. Puts up a three. Oubre pulls it in.
I think it's safe to say that the most notable Longhorn of all time is Kevin Durant. Only spent 1 year there, but that's all the time he needed to leave his mark on the program.
And here's Texas. Pass to fourth. Off the left rim and out. Texas on D. Good ball movement here by the Jayhawks. And it's Freak missing. And so it's Texas with it. They trail by one. Ellis dishes to four. Out left to the wing. All alone. Doherty with the bucket. Now here's Lee. Oubre kicks it to Gaines. Here's Freak. The basket is good. The assist from Gaines. That's 7 points for Freak.
And Freak has really come out blazing here in the first half. Absolutely imposing his will.
So both teams changing it up here. And so here's Kansas. That game marks the first half of a quick two-game homestand. And so in the game for the Jayhawks, Freak in at shooting guard, and it's Oubre in at the small forward.
Move the ball. Stick it to us.
From the paint, they grab their own miss.
He worked himself into a really good position there, right near the basket. That's the look he wanted.
Passes it to Edwards. Back to Doherty. Here's the screen. Doherty, the screen, to the paint, four. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. That really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
Well, one thing about Kansas is that they love their basketball. The Jayhawks have long been synonymous with being a powerhouse college program.
One of the true blue bloods, if you will, in college basketball. I mean, they've been relevant and in contention for a very long time. They were winning titles before any official organization was put in place.
Daniels is checked in for the Jayhawks. 1:11 left here in the first half. Now here's Freak. Edwards defending. Freak kicks to Oubre. Pass to Freak. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And you said it. I mean, the Jayhawks have won for a really long time. 3 college titles for them. The first one coming in 1952, the others in 88 and 2008.
Now he dishes it to Doherty. It's Ellis on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Turner. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
It's guys, so often big state schools like Kansas care more about football than basketball, but not the case with the Jayhawks. I mean, the basketball program has been a source of pride for a long time, and when you have success like they've had, it's really easy to be proud. Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And that one's good. Freak's gone 4-7 in field goal attempts tonight. 57%. Now here's Blair. Defense right on him. Rush the pass to Blair. Soft touch off the glass. Blair's got the lead up to 2 now for the Longhorns.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Texas leads by only 2. And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If Freak can get hot, his team has a great chance of coming away with the victory.
On the court for the Longhorns, they've got Doherty. Ellis is out there with Edwards. Then it's Turner. And it's Ford in at the power forwards position. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound are a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it.
Freak dishes to Terry. Lee kicks to Oubre. On the money from 12 feet away.
Boy, some really big names have come out of the Kansas Jayhawks program into the NBA. A pair of first overall picks in their history. Believe it or not, Wilt Chamberlain wasn't one of them.
And so it's Texas with it. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Blair.
They shot right around 45, 46, 47% in that first half, which helped them build the lead. Their offense, though, is stalled here in the second. They need to get back to the basics. Keep it simple. Just keep things simple.
And so in the game for the Jayhawks, Freak in a 2-guard. Boss is out there with Oubre, and it's Lee in at point guard.
And this has been a clinic on what not to do defensively. Just atrocious.
Yeah, I would expect both coaches to really get on their teams about adjusting their defensive mindset and execution going forward.
A nice pick right there to get him right to the rack.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Just a tiny lead for him.
Yeah, but a chance to make it grow here.
1:51 left to play in the second half. They set the pick, and it's Ellis penetrating.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Longhorns.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
And the Jayhawks making a change here. Gaines is checked in. Feeds to Freak. 1:37 left here in the second half of the game. Oubre with it, working on Doherty. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot two.
A good night for Freak. He's got 13 points, and he's chalked up one three-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
And both free throws good from Freak.
That was essential that he cashed in on those free throws. They're within one possession.
Ellis, the pass to Edwards. Longhorns passing it around. He dishes it to Hudson. Unloads from 13. No luck. And Kansas the other way now. Turner with the steal. Fast break, Texas. Here's Edwards. And it's good off the back rim and in. And Texas leads by 4.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively. What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch!
They double him with Freak. Out of bounds, Kansas will take possession.
Oh, that certainly could be costly. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
There's 49 seconds left here in the second half. To take the lead. The rebound by Turner. They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
Edwards with it. Out defended by Freak. Hudson kicks to Edwards. Hudson against Terry. It's in!
Just no let up, guys. They just keep coming at you.
Well, this lead is too big to overcome. I'm going out on the limb right now. There's just not enough time left on the clock to make up the ground they have to make up.
That's his second personal.
Gets the first. That narrows the lead down to just 3.
2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. And that's an intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws. A long wind-up and a strong follow-through on that one-hand jam.
He's not going to mess that one up for sure.
I sure hope not.
Shane Ford.
6 seconds left to play here in the second half. Here's Edwards. Time expires, and we're